Hey, how's it going? I haven't done one of these in a while, but this is an update of my zebra covers. I don't think they're all horror. I could be wrong. The majority of them are horror. So, yeah, also, some of these are in better condition than others, so don't judge me. I mean, I plan to read all these. So, I mean, without further ado, I'm just gonna just dive right into them. So, the first one is a really hard to make out cover, but after like you really start to look at it, you can really start to make out the details, and it is Moonwalker. I'm gonna try to zoom in, see like the faces, and there's a face there. Sorry for all the glare too, but yeah, the spine is a little but again, I plan to read this. It's a pretty thick book too. This is at least 500, maybe even 600 pages. It's over 500 for sure. But Moonwalker, really cool cover. Another really cool cover is Deadly Vengeance. Things with glowing eyes really creep me out for some reason, and this does this job. It creeps me the hell out. The kid right here with the glowing eyes and the dog, and I heard this is something about like a kid dying and he possesses a dog to do his bidding, I guess, turn into like an evil dog. Could be wrong about it, but this cover, man. I should also say, I think zebra covers are my favorite covers of all time. So, yeah. After that, we have The Taint by Patricia Wallace, and this is a wraparound cover. So, everything is fun and games until you get hit in the taint. I think I've already made that joke. So if I have, I apologize. And then after that, we have the first of probably many William Johnstone books, and it is Them. I've actually heard this is pretty good. I haven't read any William Johnstone yet, so I plan to do that very soon, actually. I heard his stuff is pretty wild. And after that, another cool cover that is, I guess, a vampire book, and it is St. Peter's Wolf. So I love the shininess of the cover. It really scratches the part of my brain that likes shiny stuff. So, yeah, really cool cover. And after that, we have another thick boy book, and it is Nightstone. I'm going to try to get it, but this turns from a skull to a girl. I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah, really cool cover. Again, this is a thick book. Really thick book. This is I'm pretty sure this is over 300. Yeah, over 600 pages. Oh, it's like right there at 600. I think it's like 585 pages. But yeah, really cool cover. Really cool cover. And after that, we have one that is probably one of my favorites, and it is Teacher's Pet. I've actually heard the story's kind of but the cover, man, the cover is really cool. I really like this cover. Also, if someone can help me out with finding out what this is, I don't know if it's a bowling ball, if it's a beach ball, or what, but you can never go wrong with a skeleton zebra cover. And speaking of skeleton zebra covers, we have Only Child. This one's in a bag because it's in pretty rough condition, so it might stay in a bag. I'm not sure. I want to read it, but if I handle it, I'm gonna definitely have to handle it with care. But Only Child, so that's cool. And staying along with skeleton covers, we have this is the first zebra book that I ever got, and I still have yet to read it. But this is Chain Letter by Ruby Jean Jensen. I haven't read it yet, like I said, but this is definitely one of my favorite covers that I own, like, period. And again, keeping with skeletons, we have Twice Blessed. I think these are also demon babies. I could be wrong, but look at them. They look like demon babies to me. But yeah, Twice Blessed. Really cool cover. Really cool cover. And after that, we have the book I'm probably going to start reading super soon. And this one isn't, it's not in great condition, but it's not in bad condition either. It's like right there in the middle. And it is Sandman by William W. Johnstone. I've heard nothing but good things about this book. I actually hear nothing about, I hear nothing but good things about William Johnstone anyways. So only thing is, like, this is a thick book. This is almost 500 pages. But the cover, just look at that. It's a little rough, like I said, because it was stuck in between other books and they stuck to this. But again, I plan to read this. I just love that cover. And staying with skeletons right now, we have Nightcaller. This, I don't know why, but this is probably my favorite cover of all my Zebra covers. Not sure why. And look at that. I don't know. This cover just scratches the itch for me. I just think it looks really cool with the half skeleton face and the phone cord wrapping around her neck and blood dripping. I just think it's a really cool cover. Plus the lettering color. Yeah, it's such a cool cover. And definitely one of my other favorite covers is Wolfsbane, which is a werewolf story. This is probably the worst condition book that I have out of Zebra, because the front part is pretty good other than right here, but the back, yeah. And I paid a pretty penny for this too, and I got it, and like, it's pages upon pages too. It doesn't really cut off any text, luckily. I think the worst part, it cuts off like part of a sentence, like right there. Other than that, I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks, but I'm still really excited to have this in my collection, because this is a really, really, really cool cover. I've seen the other cover too, and I definitely prefer this one. Really cool cover. And then, I guess, sticking with Johnstone for a second, we have another one of those freaky deaky covers. It's The Devil's Cat. This is a series, I do believe, and I think you probably see it, but there's a cat and there's the devil. I kind of want to try to read this around Halloween time. Yeah. It's in a series. It's called the Devil series or something. This is the same series that has that clown on the cover of one of the books, and he's laughing, and apparently it's a really terrible book. I don't know. Anyways, moving on from that, I don't think this is horror. I could be wrong. But Ghost Pilot, I guess it's a ghost story. But from what I read of the back, it's about like a pilot's ghost comes back after he's died, and he tries to bomb somewhere. I could be completely wrong. I read the back of that months ago. So after that, this is definitely one of the most rare books I have in my collection, and I didn't know it at the time. But this is Dangerous Nature. I didn't know how rare this was until I looked it up. And if I'm wrong, please let me know and tell me. But this book is like worth over $100. Again, didn't know that, and if you can probably see it, there's like a silhouette of a rat or something in the background. Spine's pretty tore up. Then there's that. Sorry, I kind of don't want to take it out of the bag or anything. But yeah, that's... Plus, I really love the contrast of just the black background and this goo. This like neon green or yellow goo. I just thought that was really cool. And then we have another one that I don't know how to pronounce. I've heard it maybe pronounced the Fagin. I don't know, like that scene from Austin Powers, his Furger. That's pretty much how I am with this. But this cover to me is very reminiscent of Goosebumps. Just the like how the light is bouncing off of his robes and the shoe right there, and just this is very reminiscent to me of Goosebumps. So yeah, another pretty cool cover. And this one I heard is pretty good. It's in kind of condition. I kind of tried to save it with wrapping it in contact paper. I know some people might not like that, but this was in really, really bad condition. So I kind of tried to save it. And it is Creakers. There's a few more covers to this, but I really, really liked this cover. Just the lady with the glowing eyes and the bloody scythe. And yeah, the hand holding the scythe right here. This I do believe is a Halloween book. So I plan to read this around Halloween time. Plus, again, it's such a cool cover. Such a cool cover. We have a few left. This is the best condition book that I have, period. And it is, I don't even think it's been opened, but it is Little Brothers. Look at that cover, man. And some points on it are holographic, like the vine, the claws. Such a cool cover. And again, like the spine, look, it's not even broken. That's like, I kind of don't want to bust this book open. I don't know. Then there's that. But this cover, man, is really cool. Yeah, that's a really cool cover. Really cool cover. I heard it's like an alien story. So, I don't know. And speaking of aliens, we have ghosts now. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but this also has a holographic cover. And again, that scratches the part of my brain that loves shiny stuff. And then there's that. And then there's this. So yeah, pretty cool cover. And after that, we have only a few left. So after that, we have Halls of Illusions by Ruby Jean Jensen. I'm going to try to get it, but the kids in the window, their faces change. Oh, I think I got it. There's just so much glare. It's just really hard to see everything. See, I don't know if you can see it or not, but like she turns into like a witch, and then he just looks like a goblin. But yeah. Oh, I'll show you the side. That's the girl, I think. And the back. I definitely plan to read this during the summer. This takes place during the summer. I might actually read this summer, because I haven't read a Ruby Jean Jensen book yet. And I guess staying with Ruby Jean Jensen for the moment, we have Vampire Child. Haven't read it, but I thought the cover was kind of cool, and it sounds kind of cheesy. I mean, the cover looks really cheesy. But yeah, Vampire Child. So that's kind of cool. And one of my other favorite covers that I have, and this is in kind of meh condition too, but it is Wait and See. How this book was described to me is a skeleton is tied up and put at the bottom of a lake, and then it breaks free from the chains years upon years later and comes alive and starts to kill people that buried her there. So yeah, that sounds kind of cool. Only thing I hate is, you can probably see it, is there's a tear right here. So this is a book that I really try to handle with care, because I really love my zebra covers. And this is a book I read last year, and actually I kind of enjoyed it. It's Father's Little Helper. This is the only Ronald Kelly book I read, I'm pretty sure, and I actually kind of liked it. It was a pretty fun ride, pretty violent ride too, but it's like about a kid who finds out that he is a mass murderer's son, and the mass murderer died, and he comes back as like a ghost or an astral projection. It's never really answered. But plus the cover, again, the glowing eyes really creeps me out. But it actually wasn't a bad book. And last but not least, again, I don't know if this is horror or not, but it's a really cool cover, and it is Fatal. Hold on, what is it? Fatal Analysis. That's a really cool cover. Yeah, the Blade's holographic. A really cool shot perspective. That's the word I'm looking for. On the doctor. Again, I only got this because it was deemed horror, and the cover was kind of cool. So, Fatal Analysis. And yeah, that is, as of this moment, my entire zebra collection. I love zebra books. I definitely plan to read all of these and all of my other books that I have. I'm making my way through them slowly but surely. I honestly, I don't even think I've read a quarter of the books I have right now. So it's just something that I have started recently, and I just really love 80s horror books. Also, I sometimes get questions on, hey, how do you know if what a zebra book is? Great question. Normally, if you can see this, if my camera will pick it up, they'll have that Z right there on the cover somewhere. It could be this corner, this corner, this corner, or this corner. So, and that's the zebra symbol. Or if you turn it on the side, it has a zebra symbol there, and it usually says like zebra fiction or zebra horror on the side, and it normally has a really cool picture. I'll get you another one just to show you. So here is Sandman, and on the side, right there, hopefully the camera will focus. Probably not. But there's the zebra symbol, wow. And you probably can't read it, but it says zebra horror right there. And of course, the really cool picture. And on front, zebra. So I'll show one more just in case. Yeah, I'll just show this one. So here's Father's Little Helper, zebra symbol on the spine, zebra horror, and then the cool little picture. So yeah, that's it. Again, that's my whole collection, and if you watch this whole video through, you're awesome. And yeah, that's it. I am done. So till next episode, whatever, video, stay safe, be kind, and until next time, I have reading to do. Yeah, see ya.